Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to get the video out for you guys. Today I didn't. The markets weren't very interesting for me today for obvious reasons. You guys know why. I mean, it was just a chop fest, typical Monday action. That's why it's always best just to take only A plus setups on Monday, just because it's usually seek and destroy, chop, barcode, whatever you guys want to call it. But I took two trades pre-market, both were a winner, so I found it best just for my personal trading endeavors to just wait it out. And looking back on the charts throughout the day, it looks like that was a very good call. So ES on the daily, it's still showing no signs of letting up. So I mean, it's still all the higher time frames are still saying bullish. ES is in the middle of a bearish 4 hour that it has not closed above yet. However, NQ did already close above that, so it tells me ES might want to as well, unless we get in SMT, which we do have a very large SMT right now on NQ and ES that could send us down. I'm going to show you on NQ here in about 1 second. But yeah, ES, it still looks like we're headed for the yearly highs 46.34. We will see. It's going to depend what happens a lot with this 4 hour. I want to see. I want to see what happens with this 4 hour. Like I said, NQ has already closed above it, but as you can see, we are still respecting it. We're almost closed below it, but we have not yet. So I want to see us close above. If we close above, it's easily going to be bullish until the 40, probably the 46.34 level. But this all could be dictated by what happens with NQ. So NQ daily, you guys know we're still respecting this this daily bullish fair value. However, as you all know, we're still in this bearish daily that we have not closed above yet. However, we're still just sitting around. We're not just like disrespecting it. Like I would want to see like it hit it and then start to retrace and violate some higher time frame PD arrays, but we're not really doing that yet. So I mean, it kind of tells me that this might get violated just because of what NQ did this morning. We'll get rid of this. So remember, as I was saying with ES, NQ violated. Pretty much the same thing happened last Thursday. Like we had the same exact thing going into Friday. You guys remember we violated these, and then we were kind of bullish, and then we got the dump. But anyway, you'll see NQ has already closed above that same 4 hour that ES is still struggling with, but as you see, this was but used perfectly already as an inverse. We closed above, we got a little retest, and then obviously we didn't take the highs, but you can see like we closed above it and we took this high. So there's obviously not a good entry here, but I just want to bring up the 4 hour for to show you guys one thing that I'm looking at. So NQ, I still think 617 or 917 is the draw to the upside. To the downside, I still think it's 15,775. If you go down to the 15-minute chart, you have relative equal lows sitting here with a 15-minute fair value, and it would also rebalance this 4 hour that is sitting in. That would put you in discount depending on how close, how low we go into that fair value. So bearish side, I would want to see this rebalance and then back up. Bullish, probably 917, but we also have this tiny volume imbalance on the 4 hour up to about 19. I think it was 19. To close this candle, it was 1939.50. So I could see us going up there because remember, like the price, the algorithms do not like to see these imbalances here, like where two bodies are not touching. So my bullish targets would be the 917 up to 939.50 to close that imbalance. We'll see what happens from there. But like everything's still bullish on the higher time frame just because we're holding this inverse, delivering from the daily. But remember, we have not closed above we have not closed above that daily bearish yet either. So, and one more thing that I did notice on NQ, got to go to the NQ1 chart for this one. Not I usually I'm not a big fan, like because this fair values from January of 22, but you can kind of see what's happening right now. We have rebalanced it, and we're kind of like, and we're still rejecting it. So I mean, it could have been a rebalance, pull back to like a daily area, and then go back up. But as of right now, we're still rejecting that area. So just something to keep in mind. You guys do remember this was this was those monthly equal highs that were sitting up there, so it's also a monthly. So still rejecting that. So still very 50 on both sides, but I think the higher time frames are still showing us that price wants to go a little bit higher yet. In my opinion, I did notice YM last week did take some daily buy side up here, so it's something to keep in mind. But as you can see, it's kind of starting to also come back up and show some strength on the daily. Where I want to show you guys on the NQ 15-minute chart. For those of you that were watching the end of the day today, you seen what happened. So we had the AM lows today, and these were also the Asia lows. Not Asia, sorry. These were the London lows, and you can see what happens after we took the if you well we can extend this here, but we'd already took the London low. You see what happens when we took the London lows? We displaced back up. Didn't take we didn't take the highs, so price still wanted to come back down. You see, we had it's not the prettiest of LR, but it doesn't have to be perfectly drawn. You can see all people were placing their short orders at the top of these wicks, and you can see what happened once we took the AM lows from this morning. Took out all these stops that were sitting at all these levels here, because all day I know people kept shorting to take out to this level, and they finally got it at the end of day here. So you see what happens. We take those lows and we start to displace up. So I'm obviously watching the 4 hour on NQ, but I think this 15 is going to tell us a lot going into the evening and into tonight. If we can get like a 5 minute or 15-minute fair value out of here to the upside, I mean it seems pretty obvious that we're going to go take 917, and then from there we'll see what happens up to that 939 4 hour. But if we reject this, I'm expecting us to go down and take these relatively equal lows down here at 775-ish, we'll call it, and then rebalance this 15-minute fair value. So that's what I'm looking at tonight. Just keep an eye on the on those 4 hours on ES right here and the 15-minute on NQ. And if something gets violated, then it's that's the price. That's the way the FEGs can tell you where the price wants to draw to next. So with that, I will post the levels and everything that I'm looking at into tomorrow, above or below, and we'll talk to you guys later.